Jack shows a maturity way beyond his years.
Jack ultimately is a thought leader and a pioneer, and he's really looking at how to move this entire industry forward.
Jack isn't a standard procurement professional.
He has not only banked millions in terms of savings for many companies, but he's also helped CC drive a truly global remit through his network connections in continental Europe.
In my experience, 20 years of consultancy, he was one of the quickest to understand what it was to be a good consultant.
If you have enjoyed the coverage of women's football in recent years, or the branding of the England team, or how Wembley Stadium looks and feels, or watch the FA Cup on TV, Jack has played a part in making those better today than they were when he found them.
Jack has been incredible. Tackling some of the most complicated pieces of work, I think especially of our work around purpose and values, which is probably one of the biggest projects we have taken on internationally as a firm. And his skill and enthusiasm just makes something incredibly complicated look really easy. And of course it isn't, but that's Jack.
Being the almost one of the go-to guys for senior stakeholders to come to when they have a problem that needs solving.
And when Jack walked in, he'd be 15 to 20 years younger than the rest of the room, and yet his calmness and his thorough preparation won the group over.
He does it through delivering, going above and beyond on a consistent basis. And actually, it's so easy to forget that Jack is as young as he is sometimes.
He's key at supporting those in roles below him to reach their full potential.
And to me, represents a great example of how young talent can exceed expectations and perform at a level which I would typically expect to see from someone with many more years' experience.
Jack constantly looks beyond the immediate requirement and is always asking, but what can we do to take it that step further?
Not a secret that lots of us don't always love interacting with procurement departments. It can often be tedious and painful, but it's totally different with Jack. With Jack, it's all about creative problem solving and finding the right answer and really working as partners to move forward in a very healthy and productive way.
The interesting thing about Jack is that he clearly takes a 360-degree view of his role.
What makes Jack different is that his selling skills are even sharper than his buying skills, and I feel this is very important in procurement.
He's incredibly commercial in his outlook, and he's quite practical and pragmatic. The way his approach to negotiations, I think, it's a real pleasure to watch.
One word to describe Jack: an innovator.
I think authentic.
Jack is a superstar.
Progressive.
Dynamic.
Jack Greenwood is a star and a pleasure to manage.
My one word to describe Jack would be inspirational.
It would be asset.
He's a real advocate for his team. He works really well as a team, and he's a great team player, and I think we're very, very lucky to have him. So he's definitely one to watch.